Hey there, guys. What's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hopefully, you're doing good. Today, we'll be doing three episodes, more or less. I was trying to do two, but I kind of got determined. I'm going to do three. I'm a little bit under the weather because of the high heat and humidity. The UV rays are really crazy in Bangladesh right now. When you're going out, everybody's falling sick. Okay, so a couple of things before I start. This fragrance review, it's nothing new. Okay, I have reviewed this fragrance before, and check out my review on this one. It's gonna be called "Rolling in Love" by Kilian. Okay, not by Kilian, by Kilian. So I decided to do those one of those episodes. Why this fragrance is a must buy. Okay, Bay or what do you say? BAE Bay. Yeah. That's the series. I've done 6 fragrances in that series: Dior Intense, Mansura Instant Crush, and I think what else was there? Few fragrances I made like must have. You have to have those fragrances. Like a reveal, I remember. So there are like 6 fragrances, okay, which I really felt 10 out of 10 perfection. So remember always when I give something 10 out of 10, it's just my choice, and I feel this way because of certain sentiments. I'll tell the story once again. So look at this fragrance for me. I think this is one of the most beautiful creations ever. Second thing I want to talk about, the if you be, like happen to be in Bangladesh right now, even though this is month of Ramadan, stay indoors and try not to go out too much because the dehydration will make you definitely sick, headache, and all that. We just feeling extremely exhausted, and like there's like less humidity, so you're not even sweating. So it's kind of like a sickening situation without the AC. It's very difficult. So stay indoors. If you don't have to go out, do not go. Last thing on a couple of other things. Someone asked, who's that in the poster? Yesterday I think is a Bangladeshi guy. I'll be surprised if he doesn't know who this is. If he's from Bangladesh, he's Ayub Bachchu. He's one of our legends. He was. He actually passed away a couple of years back. He was my childhood hero. He's the one that still, I would say, he's the best guitarist. In Bangladesh, his band is called Little River Band or Love Runs Blind (LRB). It doesn't really exist no more, but the songs do. These are our childhood memories. He's our boss man. Like we love him so much. So he is like, for me, music is a big part of my life: cricket, music, food, movies. So Ayub Bachchu is definitely a legend for Bangladesh. He belonged to Chittagong Port City. Last thing I want to talk about before I start, I just note I read through the comments once in a while, and I'll tell you answer one question. Okay, someone wrote from India. One brother wrote from India, said this is the reason why your channel doesn't grow. Your channel growth is very slow because you don't respond or interact with people. So in general, I understand this. I hear this complaint a lot. I don't go to live. I don't interact with people. And some of you misunderstand me that I may be a very snobbish guy or I just don't care for people. I do. Okay. And I will tell you 2 things. First thing, I did write in the comment that I do think my channel is the grower, if I may say so. It's a growth, all right, because I have created content and I spend most of the time trying to upload every day 2 videos, 2 to 3. So you get a lot of content every day, like a magazine or a newspaper. So I am very active in that. But I also run my other 4 platforms, which I have to do, manage my page for Decant, which actually sort of support my channel. Also have to talk to a lot of people on Fragcomm, Bangladesh Marketplace. We have 3 groups, and also talk to people in general who ask for recommendation, all that. So I always humbly suggest, please join our group Fragcomm Bangladesh. I'm active there. After I upload it here, my job is done here for the channel. So you can watch the content, but you can interact in Fragcomm Bangladesh. So in that way, I am there. But whenever I'm up, I sleep barely, like 3-4 hours nowadays. The rest of the time, I'm always working. Okay, I have to keep running, and I'm the admin for all those pages. So yeah, it's a little bit difficult to understand, but I do work very hard, and I hope you appreciate the work that I do. Okay. Last but not least, one other thing. Yeah, I'm wearing late night Montal's Oud Mazing. That's gonna be making this kind of video. I'll talk about separate episode. Oud Mazing, why that's a must buy too. I'm wearing one on my neck. This thing is projecting like a monster. Beautiful little creation. So let's get to why this is a must buy. Okay. This is an expensive fragrance. This is not their most expensive fragrance. Kilian has some of the more expensive upper class special line or celebrity special that can go up to hundreds, thousands of dollars. But this one, when it was released, I think it was around under $300. Now this is being sold for around 200 something dollars, and I got a good deal recently. One of our retail stores are having offers, and the price was unbelievable. I got it for a very good deal, cheaper than last time I bought it. So what happened with my last bottle? She saw my bottle and she said, "I love this bottle. I'm gonna take it because it's a bit feminine. What am I gonna do with it?" But to everybody's surprise, this is actually unisex perfume. Even though it says for women and men, which is more priority for women, and then maybe perhaps after that men. So this is kind of like a floral, almond, yes, almond, almond. So kind of like a very pretty, kind of like a soft fragrance, which many people compare this with fragrances like Carolina Herrera, Good Girl, or some of their, like original Good Girl is here. Okay, this one's a Good Girl. So they say this is a better fragrance. Those are more potent and makes more sense than other fragrances which does the same. But I'll tell you the story why this is special to me. So previously, I believe the packaging used to be a bit more premium, but now they release with this series, and it comes with a card and this coffin in there. Bottles is very nice, and it's a 50 ml EDP concentration, and there's some information at the back, batch code and all that. So this is not very bulky, so you can just carry it around like this hand. It doesn't feel so much, almost size of a hand phone. Here is the reason. There is another red bottle that I reviewed, which came out few years back, couple of years back, but this was the first red bottle they ever released. One of the major reasons why I call this must be is the bottle. Okay, I'll tell you, Kilians, they deserve credit for making such pretty bottles. Okay, there are black bottles, this one, blue one, white one, and the colorful ones, the art special edition editions, or even the what's the other fragrance that like those with this crystal ball and that I am daddy's, I am princess. I forgot those name. I reviewed couple. So this is a very beautiful red bottle, but I believe the juice color is not red. Juice color perhaps is yellowish or something like it. Got the signature of the house. Side got beautiful design. Bottle is small, but man, take a look at that. Take a screenshot. I love anything that's red. You'll know that I love that color red. So these caps are, you can say, snug fitty, but I wouldn't pick it up. It's expensive. And base, you get your sticker and all that. So there's a metal plate in front, which is very premium. Even though I'm wearing wood mazing on my neck, let's have some space left. Let's try here. Okay, let's just go a tiny bit because I don't want to mix two powerful fragrances. Opening wise, this fragrance is kind of strong. Okay, but as time goes by, it becomes mellow, and you feel this is not a very long lasting perfume. You'll see some ladies commented on Fragrantica, this is not worth the money at all. It's okay at best. Okay, and I do respect everybody's opinion. Some things are special to some people, some things are not. Okay, this perfume was love instantly for me when I smelled this on a old friend of mine. I am not in touch with him anymore, but brother Anis, he was a very good friend of mine. I don't know, he lost touch with me, doesn't talk. I don't know, he got busy, he just, I don't know. So I used to meet him a lot. He used to give me a lot of perfumes, and his fragrances, he used to spend a lot, I mean a lot. He is I think one of the chief engineers is on the big bridge project, so you can tell like their job is like very pays very well. So he's a very nice guy, very nice, humble human being, and he was a big support in my channel. I always miss him, miss talking to him, but something happened. I don't know, we lost touch. He wore this fragrance, and we were going to one place just to have coffee like few years back, and I told the story on my video, and he was wearing this on his neck, like this area, or he is a heavy sprayer, so I was just following me because it's so close by. We didn't have to take our Uber or anything. It was walking distance of 5 minutes. So we're going to Gloria Jeans. It's a coffee place or a pizza place. I don't remember. Maybe Pizza Burg. Okay. So the tower we are walking to, he was walking ahead of me. And it was mild cold weathers. I think mild breeze, mild cold weathers, and I could detect his perfume as I was following him. Because the breeze and the cool weather fragrance was really performing, and I was like, because when you smell something nice, you feel curious. And I asked him, what you wearing, brother? And he said, this perfume. Okay. And I had to take that fragrance. I reviewed from his bottle. Then I bought one. Then my GF, she took it. And then I have to have this. So the price I got it for is incredible. You're not going to get this price usually. Usually it's like $200 minimum. So I like it. First thing you can understand is the bottle. Okay. Beautiful little bottle. The ads, the lady is holding the bottle in her hand with the beautiful nail polish. It's pretty. It's written all over it. Okay. But apart from the prettiness of the presentation, what I like is the smell. It's iris, and I think almond that I talked about. Little bit reminds me of few other fragrances, like not Dior exactly, but that lipsticky vibe I get from it. Okay, and from this line, there's another fragrance called Moonlight in Heaven in the blue bottle. Both are 10 for me. Beautiful. That one has a mango and rice accord. Amazing perfume. So these two, I wish I could own both, but this, I love it as much as Good Girl Gone Bad. Okay, or Moonlight in Heaven, or something like there's one more. I don't remember. A lot of Kilians which are great, like Angel Share, I give it 10. This is also 10. So when you smell it, you feel, I smell kind of like a rice water, when you're like, cooking the rice, like sometimes that watery, smell with the rice that comes. It smells like a rice wine. I get that sort of, but at the same time, I know that's not it. That's not what I'm smelling. Is that almond and then mixed with the white florals, perhaps neroli, and then iris, perhaps a combination of two. It's a powdery sort of a floral. And most of the guys would be like, that's not my forte, like forte as in like, it's not the most masculine fragrance. I understand. But you give it time. The dry down, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely. If you know Iris Poudre by Mason, not Mason Frank Bergeron, what's that house called? Frederick Mall. Beautiful little perfume. If you love florals, that's a masterpiece. If you love rose, go for Portrait of a Lady, or, like Carnal Flower. These are beautiful florals. I keep it in the same category, that regalness. More Than Words by Zerjov. So this definitely has that. I don't detect any rose in there. It just tastes so nice. It just works for me like a charm. It relaxes me. It's like, what can you say? It's like, you know, Amouage has a Lyric Man, which has a rose, and people actually like the rose. It's kind of like a masculine, but not overpowering in a way. This fragrance reminds me of that. It's like a therapy. If you're going through some stressful times, just put some on your neck, and then some on your arm here, and perhaps one on the wrist, like 4 to 5 sprays, and just sit somewhere. This fragrance will relax you. That is the major reason why I love this perfume. It has this soothing effect. I understand this is not going to be a beast mode like black back to black or some of the other ones which are like very loud. This is not a screamer, but this fragrance is long lasting. Okay, you have to give it time to understand that these are not weak. These are going and coming back. You have olfactory fatigue sometimes. That's why you think it's not long lasting. It's pretty long lasting. Wear this at night. Very mysterious. Guy and girl can wear it alike. And I think this fragrance will be so romantic. I would call this official, perhaps one of the best candidates for Valentine's Day. Official fragrance. So if I ever make, which I'm planning to do, 10 of my most favorite fragrance from my collection, this perhaps will make it. Okay, so check it out. This is called Rolling in Love. I am in love with this perfume. I was missing this fragrance, so I'm very happy I got it back. This is a must buy. Okay, give it a try if you never tried it. It's a beautiful little creation from Kilian. Thank you so much for watching. One more review, then we'll upload this. Take care.